works out this time around. I mean, and here we go. This is going to be game one of the second series now for these two teams at the Riyadh Masters at the World Cup. Hold on. We're already in for a bit of action here as Tims does get the cogs set up, does buy him a bit of time, but a second blood grenade, and now with the plasma field catching him, Tims slowed to a crawl. May just end up dropping here. That's the second blood grenade now thrown, but he does make it underneath the tower where Gabby will be able to aid him, connecting wild axes onto just about everyone. So they will be able to dodge that first blood. Oh, what was he going over there for, Tims?
I think he was trying to block Enchantress camp. He was trying to block the small camp and just go early and just try to maybe sentry block one of the camps. It's a kind of a risky move, but yeah, I mean, he didn't get away with it. I guess IG also kind of wanted to check, you know, because they were like moving towards the top side. So maybe just expecting someone to come and block the Enchantress camps.
That's true. And even if they don't get first blood, they do get this ward on the cliff, which is going to overwatch and see if there's any stacks in the triangle.
That's actually a very good ward against Beastmaster. Because it's going to happen. He's going to stack. Yeah, true.
We'll see. I suspect Blacklist will know something's up there, but it's up to them now to see if they can get the D ward, as it will be G2IG leading at the horn for 3 bounty runes to the 1.
I'm surprised to see, Clockwork still making an appearance. I felt like this hero kind of got nerfed a fair bit, you know, with the power cogs nerf. I think his laning is kind of a bit similar to before he got the change now, you know?
Yeah, he's a bit more annoying with it, though, and we might just see this magic damage really start to amp up versus this TB. I mean, you've got Gabby, who wants to go for the Axis build anyway against the Enchant, and even more magic damage, as well as burning the mana for the TB. We'll see. For now, it seems like they want to be skipping this wave, Winter, as Tims is going to be already skipping the creep wave.
Yep,
down bottom, they also took a bit of
That's what you do against the lane bullies, Enchantress, Elder Titan, whatever that makes it impossible for you to lane. You have to just drag the wave and accept defeat and try to avoid playing into the Enchantress.
Yeah, want to avoid playing into their strengths if you can.
Yeah, I mean, Monet is doing the right
Winter,
thing.
Something you always...
He dragged the wave in between his tower. I think this is exactly what you have to do when your opponent is pulling the wave away. And bot lane, this is the spam lane, the CM morphling lane.
Yeah, and the good old Ebb taken here for the facet on the morph. And, of course, able to play with his HP here and manipulate it so he gets extra value. Heals out.
Yep.
It is going to be no point in bite, by the way.
Yeah,
so
it's
far
the aura level 2. I think this is a lot better. So you can spam with the adaptive strike and your Crystal Nova. I think it's a bait if you get Frostbite level 2. I feel like sometimes even if you get a kill by getting Frostbite at level 2, it's not worth it because you're like gonna be 0 mana for like 1 minute or 1.5 minutes until your mangoes come. And usually it's not worth it.
Are you watching this mid lane, by the way? I mean, nothing to say. It's 8 denies over Abed at the moment. That is a troubling start.
And this is, I feel like it should be an advantageous lane for Razor, but I don't know if it should be this big. 8 is a big number in the early game.
I think one of them might be from like a denying a ward or something like that, but still, that's at least a wave and a half you're talking about here this early on.
Dire's courier has been killed.
See how that lane continues to develop. I mean, maybe it's just a lot of this with Abed getting forced out of lane and his refraction charge is constantly being blown through.
He went for boots early, which is the understandable thing to do against Razor. But still, he's not having a good time, you know, with against the static link.
Whoa. Assuming he waveformed in to collect the CS there. Bold move, but he has enough HP to play with now. 9 stick charges will certainly feel good with this big heal he's about to get.
This guy is one of the best morphling players in SEA. Outside of 23 Savage. I think he loves playing the hero, one of his better heroes. He knows his limits. I mean, this hero, if you want to play him well, you have to be bold, you know. You can't be afraid to die.
I certainly isn't afraid to die. Look at him, he's just stacking the damage. He didn't even take 2 points in the shift yet, holding on to his stick charges. He's been at 10 stick charges for a while.
They're just spamming them down with their spells. I think this is the right thing for them to do. And just constantly abusing your attribute shift. Just get your regen up and then use your spells, nuke them down. I mean, at some point, the Brewmaster is just going to ferry more regen. You know, you have to buy South and Tangles, and it's going to hurt your item progression in this lane.
It's going for Earn, by the way, on that Brewmaster. As mid lane, you do have Baboka, who rotates on through to stop Abed from collecting the water rune. Nothing to say. He's gone for boots as well. I was going to say maybe he can get a little bit aggressive, but he's actually been a bit more on the back foot now that we've got up to that second point in refraction. Well, I see
he's still
now.
struggling. Look at him. You know, he has 14 to 2 CS right now compared to the 24 and 12 on. Nothing to say. This is bad.
Yeah.
Real
And
bad.
top lane, Monet is also, he's doing swimmingly 28 to 10 compared to the 18 and 3. This begs the question, are stacks being made? Not yet.
Yeah, this definitely doesn't look good for Blacklist. They need their heroes to get off a good start. If they're behind, it's not fun playing this type of heroes.
Yeah, just a couple of stacks so far, but we should... Okay, and here's the stack. Now we found it there with the boar. So that's something at least, and it's also very hard to invade that. And take, I should say, because you just have to expend a lot of resources and stay way too deep.
Yeah, I think that's a better place to
No.
stack. Like, honestly, if you feel like your enemy has the power to invade, it's always better to stack the cam on the left.
Agreed. Abed's doing a bit of stacking for himself as well mid. He finally has one camp going. So even though there is a bit of a level advantage, to say the least, now for IG, Blacklist, they are starting to make themselves the tools to flash farm and get back even. Careful here, though. Baboka, he's already rotating on over, preempting the minute 6 power rune spawn. In fact, all the supports are now coming to party in the mid lane.
Yeah, this is just another day at the office, you know, 3v3, minute 6. Actually, already minute 5.5 they're here. They're arriving to office early today. Your
It's
boss
Monday.
is
It's day 1 of the tournament, you know?
Yeah, your boss is going to be happy, you know. Oh, my staff is arriving early today. They're on time, you know. Power runes.
Let's see. Tim's has got pretty good control over this top rune spawn. Rune spawn's bottom, though, but for now, they're going to look for the kill on the Abed, who's forced to TP away. Very smart TP. Outside of the Centaur Conqueror, they don't have a way to stun yet until they get up to that level 6 Flaming Lasso. Tim's, he's only level 2. He's going to now just simply TP away. The War Stomp on cooldown for 3 more seconds, so he's going to be able to get out. Nice timing there.
Well, they did use 2 TPs, though, so it's still, I think, in my book, a win for IG. They forced out
And
2
now they know
TPs.
that there's no TPs to help Gabby. They have a War Stomp ready to go on the Centaur Conqueror. He's going to try and get himself out of here. Summons the Hawk. Monet with a level 2 Metamorphosis, just laying in the damage. 6.5 minutes. We had to wait a long time now, Winter, but we finally have first blood for X-Nova.
Yeah, this is all because
Check
of
out
the...
mid. Nothing to say. He's in pretty deep here. Abed, he hits him with the Melt Strike. Nothing to say. Trying to steal his damage, but there's just too many units around.
Wisdom
He's going
rune?
to die.
Oh no, they're going to lose the rune as well. No, X-Nova is going to run in.
It just might John well. I don't think he's fast enough. He has Frostbite, but there's just going to be no way to stop X-Nova, especially with Baboka there to push him back. Tim's, he's got Power Cox in 5 more seconds. This is the nerf certainly coming in handy now for G2IG. Baboka,
Disaster.
he will sacrifice himself and die, but X-Nova, he lives because of the 736 nerfs to the Clockwork Cogs cooldown. And in the meantime, Monet just takes your tower with the first wagon.
Yeah, this is really, really bad news. Terabit taking your tower in the first wagon. You lose your Wisdom rune.
Stacks have been scouted as well.
Now,
I mean,
the last hope is the stacks. You know, if IG can somehow bring the Brewmaster with the split to steal the stack, I think that would just be such a big blow for Blacklist.
Yep. We saw there the mid comparison, and well, as we have been kind of alluding to, it's nothing to say. Currently blowing a big lead here out from Abed. Abed, who has had some time now to clear his own stack, so again, he will have a way of catching up soon, but G2IG, now that they've freed this top lane open for Monet, it does leave more time for
they're
the
going for the
supports.
stack.
Yeah,
They're bringing JT with the split. Oh no, this is
huge.
They can't stop it, I'm afraid.
Gabby's not even level 6.
Yeah.
He's totally got to let this thing go. There's this Observer Ward that they placed when they invaded for the Wisdom Rune. They are actually going to steal this. This is huge.
Such a good play. And there's nothing they can do with like Firefly, Plasma Appeal, and then Brewmaster with the Cinder Brew. Just oh boy, what is Beastmaster gonna do in this game?
He's sad. He is very sad. They're trying to steal whatever they can get back from it, or I guess reclaim. Yeah, but there's the boars being stolen. X-Nova, he just knows he can stand out front. He is so confident here. bottom. Natsumi doing what he can, at least getting some chip damage to the tier 1 tower, but there's a fortify. Mid's pushed in as well, but this is a clockwork. He's level 4. You're not really afraid of anything here.
Yeah, this is really, really bad news for them. They lost the Wisdom Rune, they lost their stacks. Your supports are going to be really, really low level, so they're going to have to dodge for quite some time, and you're dodging into a lineup where they kind of want the game to go long, Terrorblade, Razor, Brewmaster, Tricore.
With an Ench, right? I mean, I know you've got well, actually, yeah, with an Ench, I'd say. She's definitely going to turn into a bit of a core the later this game goes.
They kind of have 5 cores, Richie. Bad Rider's also a core late game.
It's true. It's a turbo mode lineup here for G2IG. Even though it won't farm too quickly, they sure as heck have nullified the start for Blacklist. So they are going to be a bit behind. Winter, the hero who has at least recovered semi-decently, is TA. You still have Natsumi, who's had an acceptable start down bottom. So they're going to need to kind of rely on Abed.
He has to kind of help his team at some point on the morphing. I feel like he can't just sit at the bottom lane and just keep farming his camps. I think at some point he has to come.
Does he potentially consider, remember the Vlad's build used to be quite popular on Morph, so they could get involved early with that flat damage amp?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen still like a couple of games with that build, but mostly people don't really do that build anymore.
Yeah, they like the Manta first a lot of the times. And
just helps you farm.
This is just more pressure. Baboka's not quite up to level 6, so they don't have to fear the last one. The only stun here, again, is the Centaur Conqueror. Oh, well, now they have more. Horror Boulder will connect. There's another waveform here in 3 more seconds. Let's see how good the control is here. It's pretty good. 2 points in the attribute shift, though. Buys them enough time for Natsumi to at least waveform away. But they have another Astral pull here. Natsumi, he's going to be pulled back even further. And Monet's also connected to this fight. The split ends, but Natsumi, his life is also numbered in just merely seconds as he falls. 5 heroes from G2IG to kill him.
That was such a good move. That Terrorblade came as well. Then without the reflection slow and some right clicks there, they would have maybe lost that kill, onto Natsumi. And now they fully capitalize on a kill into a tower and gives them kind of a very, very big map to farm and play around, invading into the bottom area. And this TA is rushing dagger. I mean, the game is in dire straits, TA is rushing dagger because he knows that he needs to fight. He has no choice.
Yeah, I think she has got no choice, exactly. I think she has to fight. And we'll see what Natsumi is in too deep now. He's got to go for the Manta. They know JT does not have the split, but they honestly just don't have the damage to kill him. They're still so far behind from having their stacks stolen.
Yeah. He's not even finishing the vessel. Usually you just finish the vessel against like Manta, against a Morphling and TA. I think those are very good. But he feels like they're far ahead enough that he can actually just get a Radiance right away after the urn.
I mean, and that'll certainly pay off if they're not punished for it. For now, Blacklist, they're at least able to secure another tier 1 tower. They did get the tier 1 tower mid and now top lane, so they have a small advantage here in terms of tower pressure.
The Aghanim is almost here for Gabby. That's a good sign for him. I mean, he's recovered, like you said, and once you get to the Aghanim, he's actually opting to go for Dagger, which I kind of like a lot more this game because they lack a lot of initiation. Clockwork Shock is your only way of starting the fights, and if you don't have Dagger, it's hard for Beastmaster to get a raw off.
Yeah, this is his normal build, by the way, I will say. He loves to do this. Normally, as they get a quick kill there onto Jean-Noel. Just in a bit deep, he does die to, guess I get a little bit of intel, some vision. But this is a normal build. I will say, normally when Gabby plays the Beastmaster, he gets it around 10 to 11 minutes. His Ags, his Drums of Slob now coming online a bit later, 12 and a half. Not terrible, but he's had better games. Alongside this Blink Dagger from Abed. I mean, you do have less cooldowns to play around in the early game, I would say, relatively speaking.
I mean, compared to the Metamorph, the Split on the Brewmaster, IG definitely has a lot longer cooldowns.
So perhaps they'll be able to put that to their advantage. Abed, he is scouted here. He's picked up on this Observer Ward, but his Blink Dagger sees him safe with his own side of the river as he steals a few cheeky camps away from G2IG there. And I mean, other than that, we finally at least have level 6 for the supports for Blacklist, so they can look to now get involved in the fights a bit more significantly with their ultis ready to go. Speaking of those ultis, G2IG, they've got theirs ready as well, so they may be looking for a fight. In fact, Monet, he's smoked. They might try and find a fight into this tier 1 tower. Lasso, ready to go. Jean-Noel, will he be the first victim? Not quite yet, as the Frostbite is all going to see him safely away from the Boca.
He didn't have enough mana. Yeah, couldn't get the lasso off. But they're gonna get the tower anyway, so they still got what they came for. And back to farming.
That was Metamorphosis use, so certainly Blacklist are not going to be looking for a fight for the next 30 seconds or so. Content to continue farming, finishing up this Manta style. Priority 1 for Natsumi, getting into the Dragonlance, and finally Deso for Abed, his what did you call it? The trifecta of items, right, for the mid-Templar Assassin?
Dagger, Deso, Dragonlance. That's your, I feel like...
The 3Ds.
Yeah. Your power spike in the early mid game. You get Roshan, you get kills, and you kind of kill all the towers on the map. And after you accomplish that, you're going to go back and sit back and farm your BKB. And yeah, rinse, repeat, get the second Roshan. Just TA things.
Yeah. Well, you can see Xnova doing a bit of dewarding, setting up some vision, and maybe using this Satyr Tormentor alongside the TB Illusions to try and keep bottom pushed out, just to make any Rosh attempts. I mean, I don't think they're going to do Rosh in the next 5. If it is, it's going to be top. Because I'm thinking about that Roshan now, Winter, because this Deso is nearly completed.
Yeah, he doesn't have Deso yet, so I feel like it's going to take some time. So if you don't kill like at least 2 heroes on IG side, I think it would be quite risky to go for Rosh, just like that.
I see.
I mean, they're having a much more, I feel like, defensive stance right now on Blacklist. You see like 2 heroes on top, Clockworks with Beast. 1 hero pushing on mid, which is Abed, TA, and bottom side we also have 2 heroes. You know, they're making sure that they're getting as much farm on the map as they can, splitting up and trying to catch heroes that cross the line into their territory.
Well, they might maybe look for a fight. They might consider it, is what I should say, because Gabby's got Blink Dagger now flying to him. He's got Drums of Slan at the ready. Oh, they're just going to actually start a Roche. Okay, this does preempt the Deso. Actually, Uppet switched up his item build. He's going to go instead for the Ag Shard a bit here earlier, as he just pushes out 1 more wave to give his team more time, more cover to take down Roche, number 1. They should get this, and actually Drums of Slan is quite effective here against Roshan.
Not much IG can do. Nighttime Roche, Radiant's side has an advantage and accessibility. So it's hard for them to contest.
And now they have a Beastmaster Aegis. I don't know how many times I've seen Beastmaster grab an Aegis. I'll be honest with you, Winter. That's an interesting call.
Sometimes you shouldn't look at what hero is getting the Aegis. You should look at who is getting the Aegis, you know, and then you know who is the boss in the team.
That's right. It's Gabby. The Couch Gabby, who still has the record for the most Phantom Assassin games played back from when he was a carry. So even though he's been on the offlane for what, like 3 years now, he still holds that record.
3 years?
There's probably more to say.
Should be 2 years. 2 years.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's 2. And he's definitely learned a lot on the offlane. I always have this theory. If you are a carry player and you can play offlane, it will make you a better carry player later down the road when you decide to switch back.
Right. You want to be well-rounded as a player, basically, is what you're saying?
Understand your opponents. You need to understand the offlaner to be a better carry.
Dire are scanning.
Vision being set up here by Baboka. He's waiting in anticipation. He's got his own Blink Dagger here as well on the Bat Rider. So we have a few Blink reveals about to happen. JT just about to finish off his Radiance as well. His courier all the way on the opposite side of the map, waiting to buy that Talisman. But it has been a very slow game here, Winter. I mean, 5 kills in 18 minutes.
Remember what we said? Both sides had kind of greedy draft. Oh, Radiant is being greedy, Blacklist is being greedy. I just said we can one-up them, you know. We have Terrorblade, Razor, Brewmaster.
I guess at this rate,
it might look like there's not a lot going on, but it's a lot of like fighting over real estate on the map. Like you look at the way that they are putting their wards and who's pushing out specific areas. Like you see Terrorblade on IG side, he's taking a more the more dangerous side because he's just shoving out lanes with his illusion, so he can actually afford to do that. Whereas on the Blacklist side, you see the supports, mainly Clockwork, doing that, you know, because the other heroes kind of don't want to die. Beastmaster, Morphling, TA. And no one else can push out safely, so the supports are given the dirty job, you know. You have to push out the dead lane. You have to just go die. If you die, nobody's going to come and save you.
Oh, well, we might finally get a bit of a confrontation here as Gabby's considering to siege this tower. He's got Jean-Noel here to support him.
He is very, very strong, Richie, right now, even without his BKB.
Yeah.
Well, 14.
Takes down all the creeps. JT running on him. He does again. He's got this drunken brawler, so every now and then he's very fast with this facet. 20% slower, 50% faster. It's classic. The tower stands.
Yeah, I just realized it has the same icon with the Bat Rider. Bat Rider facet.
Yeah, a lot of these are actually, you know, if you like have something that affects summons, you also have like the 4 helmets. Like Underlord has his for the gate one, and then Gabby, well, he didn't take his. He went for beast mode, but
so I guess
he's got his as well.
It's not bothering you that they look the same.
No, I think it's an improvement because look, now at a glance, I know that Jean-Noel has taken the Frozen, the AoE one, and that Tim's also has taken his AoE one as well.
Yeah.
This is just good design.
Boom, there
You know?
it goes.
Yeah, I
Same
thought
thing
they were
with,
meant
like,
to be unique, you know. Everyone should have their own, you know. I don't want my cake to be
come
the
on.
same as your cake, you know. If I'm going to make my cake has to taste different from yours.
No.
I'm sure
Valve
yours is
are-
going to be a lot sweeter than mine, but yeah, you get the
They're
point.
nothing but efficient. They are nothing but efficient here. That's what they want it to be. There's a few of them that are pretty unique, but for the most part, a lot of them do share, which is good. You want to simplify the game, not make it incredibly too complex and deep.
Yeah, just as if the game is not complex enough right now with all these facets in it. You know, I tell you, I had this game, you know, and I was so mad at myself. I was playing against a Nyx assassin, and I forgot that he can actually move into the Roche pit, you know. So I placed my sentry outside of the Roche pit, like what a silly idiot would do. Like you didn't reach the change lock, and then when your Roche goes down, you see a Nyx beside you, and you're like, "What? Is my sentry? Yeah, is my sentry wrong?" Or like your brain just like lags, you know. And then I went back to the replay, and like I realized, oh shit. That's actually a thing now with the facet. You can actually just walk.
I thought you were going to say you got jumped by his Nyx sense, where he can sense invisible heroes near him.
So funny, Rich.
That's what
I guess
called.
that's a
what his
thing.
innate
Yeah, I
is.
guess that's a thing also.
That's the thing.
Radiant structure.
Try and
Nyx
glimmer
is-
cape and run away from a Nyx. That's not happening.
Nyx is the counter to Bounty Hunter. You smell him all the time.
That's true. Or Riki or anyone with a glimmer cape. Yeah, indeed. A smoke from G2IG. That doesn't pan out. We don't do that here. This is Fight Club, except the rules of Fight Club are you don't talk about fighting, you don't fight, and you never fight.
Radiant's
It's a
middle
bit of a
tower
different
is under
ending
attack.
to Fight Club here.
Dire's top
But they are just trying to, you know, shuffle lanes and make sure that
Radiant
they get an
structures are
advantageous fight. Like both teams just wants to pick
Radiant's
fights on their own
bottom
terms, on their high ground, on their vision. Like this 3k lead is just not really that big of a deal right now, given the state of the game. I mean, it's still good for Blacklist.
Uncompromising.
Yeah, it's still good for Blacklist overall, and they have completed BKB on Gabby, the Beastmaster, so he's very, very strong right now.
Oh, is it happening? Finally, the immovable object and the other immovable object, are they going to clash? Is it happening? This match moving at
Razor
a
is
glacier
almost
pace?
near to his BKB. I think he doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, I mean, Gabby's got his BKB, so I think G2IG, they've seen their shadow. They've seen their shadow of a fight. They're going to go and back off. Okay. 2 more weeks of farming, Winter.
Yeah, 2 more weeks, you know. It's what happens when you undercook your steak and you regrettably have to send it back. Oh no. Send it back to the kitchen. And then back to farming. You have to wait for the waiter to come collect, to bring it back to the kitchen.
How many times are you sending back steaks, Winter? You just had a steak tonight. You shared with us in the pregame.
Quite frequently, you know, when I see when I see the color being wrong, you know, the brown part is
I see.
not there, not correct, and I send it back.
Well, I mean,
I
these
swear
teams
there's
are
a
also
name
being
for
very
I swear there's a name for the brown part. The pink part in
they're
the
being
middle.
picky. They're being picky here, Winter, as you are with your steaks, looking for the perfect fight.
Hey,
Dire's
Tormentor
middle
going
tower
down.
IG is also being really picky right now. They're
They
like
are.
dodging, choosing. Oh, okay, this is not the time to fight. Let's go back, you know, finish this camp, finish that camp, just wait. Or Razor's gonna have his BKB. Everyone wants to have their toys, you know. You have to let all your babies get their toys before you put them together.
That's very true. Everyone, I believe everyone knows that about babies. I mean, this is just a slow game. My goodness, we are going
it's my
nowhere
kind of game.
fast.
My kind of game, you know, Richie.
Where's the beauty in these kinds of games, Winter? Where do you see the beauty? Point it out. Call it out. What are we seeing here?
Trying to
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
trying to-
What does your eye see?
abuse that small little 1% efficiency out of the map.
Dire's bottom tower
Like push one wave. I think as a support you can always do that in deadlock situations. You try to position yourself in a very dangerous place and try to cut a wave. I kind of enjoy doing that.
Dire's bottom tower
I mean, it might sound boring to you, but I have a lot of fun doing that. And then you get
The
out and
forbidden
you
farm.
you feel the amount of accomplishment.
Hold
you
on.
Just
Is it happening? Is it happening? X-Nova's got this invis
No
room, though.
detection.
I don't think it's happening.
no detection.
We were close, but no cigar.
Yeah, no cigar. Yeah, that's my kind of thing, you know. You get into the enemy home. Like I walk into my neighbor's wine cellar in the middle of the night. I take his most expensive bottle of red wine and I just leave, you know, and he doesn't know.
I see. Well, the thrill. Winter does it to just feel alive in games like these, where we've only seen 5 deaths across our 25 minutes of play.
Richie,
I mean, Winter.
You know what
oh,
happens
yeah.
usually when
Oh,
I do
boy.
that in my games? I get reported, you know, why is my support
JT,
farming all the time?
hold on, JT, is it happen? Oh my God, we've seen a roar. Is this the
gonna
first one
split.
all game? I think it is. Can he split? They're committed the hook shot already. He's rooted down. He's killed. The drums of Slav. It's happened.
It's happened. A kill after, I think, what, 15 minutes at least? All the other
Oh
kills
Lord,
are...
it's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been so
It's been
long.
so
Yeah,
long since you visited me here, you know? It's been so
forever.
long. I've been waiting for you since 2 months
When
ago.
was the last kill? Oh my
Top
goodness.
lane.
10 minutes. Oh, 12 minutes ago. That's madness. That is. Hold on. But when it rains, it pours? No, they're going to get the D ward, so they're not going to go in and fight.
Oh, you're truly in
second
Malaysia
round?
now. When it rains, it pours.
Second Roche is up, so this is certainly something to get both teams' attention.
Are you sure? You think they're gonna fight for
I
Roche?
think it is. I think it is, especially because they did kill the the Brewmaster
You know,
without him
JT
popping
is
his
gonna
ulti.
say, guys, I need my ag glimpse. I just died, you know. I'm behind. I
Dire's
need to
bottom
fight.
tower is under attack.
Nah, surely they fight here. Although, careful, JT, they might just jump you again. Tim's, he's got his hook shot ready to go. TP is going to be scouted. Plenty of TPs. This time, the Primal Split's too soon as Natsumi gets the 4-staff away from Tim's. He's still going to be pulled back by the Void. Panda lifted as well as they turn back to take down Tim's. They interrupt this TP with the lasso. He's dead as the day... Well, as the day he was
That's,
killed, I guess. Natsumi.
That should be an opening for
run.
Roche. No split if Natsumi gets out here.
Should be. Blacklist, maybe they can move in. This is taking some time. Natsumi simply waveforms away a second time. But they will move into the Roche pit. Okay.
There's nothing IG can do now. See, I was right. They're not gonna contest Roche. In a way.
Ultimately, you were correct. I mean, the items are really starting to stack up now here for the side of Blacklist, probably we should say. We have this Deso, no stacks in it, but that's finished now for Abed. This Butterfly for Morphling looks very nice alongside his Aegis. We're about to actually finish off this Slate Mail.
This butterfly
Gabby.
is a huge problem because nobody is going to buy MKB anytime soon. I guess TB is going to kill one right now. Razor's getting a Lincoln's. Enchantress is not going to get MKB. And this is going to be boiling down to that one fight and the game abruptly ending, you know? That type of game.
Dire's structures
It's a drama movie, you know. We've seen the gun in the first act. Now we need to see if it'll pay off and how it'll pay off. as
How
we
is that
see
a drama?
the plot work.
A drama is like a constant twist. You know, the game is like going back and forth. That's a drama.
Yeah, but without any action, right? Crucially, I've never seen a Michael Bay drama movie. Have you? They're all popcorn movies. There's explosions. There's this. It's our
Transformer.
pubs. It's a turbo game.
Transformers.
This is a little bit different. I wouldn't quite call this a Michael Bay Dota game, Winter.
So would you call this the Godfather type of movie? Slow, but meaningful.
Yeah, it's a pretty apt analysis actually. Yeah. You get a little bit of drama every now and then. Oh my goodness, Natsumi's just woken up and there's a horse head in his bed. Yeah. Very true. And then all of a sudden, you know, your wife starts the car and it explodes. And then the whole thing really starts popping off from there. We just need to get to that point.
Yeah, but that's like going from 0 to 100 a little bit too soon, yeah?
Well, you know, that's Francis Ford Coppola for you. Here we go. I think we're going to see another fight. No, just kidding. They're going to... JT's like, guys, I have my Ags, but now I need my AC.
Under attack.
Oh.
I mean, both the offlaners in these two teams definitely have a big say in terms of whether they are fighting or not. You know, some
Shiva's done.
some teams you notice the mid laners or the carry players, they get an item, everybody just runs over to the fight, you know, even though you are like, oh, I need a 500 gold recipe, you know, but everyone just doesn't care, you know, you just have to beeline towards that hero, otherwise he's gonna feed.
Yeah, that's how it goes right now. Blacklist, they want to look for a fight. They've got this blink, they've got a cheese. They still have Aegis now, Winter, for another 2.5 minutes. If they finally find someone, they're just gonna... Gabby's roaring the first person he sees. Yule Scepter trying to... Or, sorry, that's the lift from the Drinking Companion from JT trying to save him, but no, it won't do much.
Oh, and yes, he's gonna run into
Dire's
TA.
tower is under attack.
No, they're gonna get scared by each other. Maybe actually it's Baboka. Oh my God, we're fighting. Abed, he's got refraction charges. He gets the kill onto Baboka easily. Tims is now at the ready. He's gonna trap NTS.
There's a lot of
inside
damage.
the cogs. NTS has BKB ready to go, but he's stolen so much damage with the BKB. He rushes forward, takes down the Clockwork. Now looking for this kill onto Abed, who just simply jumps inside of the meld. He's safe and sound, but we're pushing high ground on the other side of the map. Natsumi, he has nothing to fear. They still don't have an MKB. Finally, he will waveform on down, as it's a lot of saber rattling here. No saber lighting here. A lot of saber rattling.
I'm sure he's watching the game, you know?
He is, I believe, with Gork, actually. Maybe not this one, though. I think they probably... Gork's like, boring, and switched the game off when we didn't have kills for 12 minutes. Either way, here... Winter, he yearns for these kinds of games. He doesn't want the messy 12 kills in 5 minutes games. No, no, no. Not for him. He likes these slow, methodical games. And, well, we've certainly got your wish here, Winter.
It wasn't my wish, but
Dire's
when you
top
plant
tower is
lemons,
under
you get
attack.
lemonade, you know?
Dire's top tower
Is that
has
appropriate?
fallen.
Apparently. I mean, we got to make lemonade now anyway out of these lemons. Try as we might. I mean, talk about a lemon. Is this TB going to turn into a lemon? Is he eventually going to be any good? I mean, because right now, without MKB, he's not really... I'll tell you, he's not scared of anything.
I mean,
Aegis still for 40
He kind
seconds.
of has to neutralize the morphling, right? In the team fight. With the reflection, and then you have to use your Skadi to try to make him killable.
He's not scared. Look at that.
Yes,
Simply
he gets
back away.
30 seconds.
Right? I mean, you've got
Tabri
BKB
can
at
definitely
the ready.
kill him. With
Blink
MKB.
forward, there's a lasso. It finds Tims. That is something, as JT is also starting to split push on the other side of the map. Oh, that's going to be a big, meaty impetus, but not enough damage to take down Tims. He hook shots away to a friendly creep.
Yep, away he goes. And nobody dies. That's exactly how we want this game to go, right? Another 10 minutes of pushing out the map. You know, it's like you're in the kitchen and you're not doing any cooking. You're just preparing the sauces. You're doing all the mise en place, preparation.
The
And
mise en place, what a word.
and nobody enters the front door of the restaurant, so there's no actual cooking being done.
Yeah. This is the calm before the storm. We can't, you know, we can't let everyone get too titillated here, you know? We gotta go for a slow burn. Just because we have SCA Dota does not mean it's going to be a little wild. Sometimes it's slow, methodical, as we see here. But that MKB is finished on top of the Ayaskadi now for Monet, so he is doing a good job of, as you say, neutralizing this Morphling. Don't really see too many other tools specifically to deal with him. Well,
Razor.
Lincoln's now for nothing to
I
say.
guess Razor
Yeah,
is kind of a way to deal with the Morphling in the team fights. You stick onto him, drain his damage. I think once you get Refresher on Razor, you're going to be a very, very difficult target to take down in the team fights. Just double drain. You drain the TA and you drain the Morphling, and that's it.
Yeah. Are we going to go for the Dagans here, Gabby? No, we're not going to go for Dagans. He's accumulated 3,000 gold on top of his build. I thought we were going to see now the Dagon, but no. It's going to be something else, as he now has his Call of the Wild upgraded hawk. So a little bit more control, some more roots. Always something nice to see. But he's actually going for Wind Waker here on the Beastmaster. Are they going to try and steal this Tormentor? I guess they could.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. G2IG, they will take up camp here in the enemy triangle, where Natsumi is going to just kind of walk in. He's pretty low on HP here, but does have a Satanic. He's got nearly enough money now for the full Daedalus as Gabby jumping in. He's already found his mark. It's going to be on to Baboka. The lift is there in time from the storm brewing, but already the drums of Slam, they still beat far in the sky as well as on ground level. And they hurt just as much. Natsumi continuing to give chase. Now it's the hook shot. They have found nothing to say. Trapped inside the cogs. He gets a Force Staff and activates the BKB in order to escape. So Blacklist with a big opening here. They have found a kill and forced out the BKB of the mid lane Razor. 6-6 now, Winter. My goodness. Oh, yeah, here's the replay. Slow game.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I think just a bad rider pickoff. I mean, nothing too spectacular. Didn't get any core kills. They would have loved to get themselves on a Razor, a Terrorblade, or a Brewmaster.
Much to write home about. Yeah, in fact, only 2 heroes into this game have yet to have a single death. It's Abed and Monet, one on each side. Winter, a prediction from you now, if you will. Which hero is going to end the game with 0 kills at this state?
0 kills? That's easy.
Sorry, 0 deaths. 0 deaths, I meant to say.
I'll just say Maiden.
Maiden, yeah.
Or
Fair play.
Maiden or Bad Rider, you know.
Who's not going to die? Or I guess who will die first? Monet or Abed? Because for as much as we said G2IG have won the laning stage,
I think
now they're down 14k, and they haven't exactly lost a fight, have they?
I think Terrorblit's gonna die first. He's gonna sunder the Razor and he's gonna die. Try to save his buddy and die.
Okay. Well, it seems like a likely outcome here. We'll see how that goes for him as the TB's just now hit level 20.
You know, Richie,
He's
I
able to
would
pump out more illusions.
gladly trade my life for your life anytime in any game.
In Dota, I see. Very good. just a casual compliment there. Roshan has respawned. The TA traps will scout this. I'm sure the TB illusions any second will. Winter, is it finally happening? We're going to have a big fight.
One fight to rule them all. The Ring of Power.
It just might be at that. 5x situation's not looking great, so teams are going to have to make it work, and that's how you want to start it. That hero does have buyback. X-Nova buying back, immediately TPs into the outpost as JT, he's already used the split. He's split already. Now they're on the chase. They have found one here. Baboka with the lasso. He gets the kill onto Tims. Goes to nothing to say. But they're just going to start up the rush. This split's already going to end, though, Winter.
I mean, Cloudwood has buyback if they want to fight.
Roche is going down here. Monet, he has not yet committed the Metamorphosis, as there's the buyback now from the Clockwork. Capital lift onto the Beastmaster as that split has ended. And we don't have this refresher either for the Brew, so that's all he's got for now. Frozen Field here. Sorry, the Crystal Nova does connect onto a few. It's Gabby. He just blinks onto the back lines, just trying to get through Baboka as fast as he can. He's chasing after him with the Hawks. He has the kill with the BKB active. The lift is onto Abed. It's Natsumi. He waveforms out of the fight. Gabby, though, keeping them pinched right on top of their outpost. There's a buyback available now for Baboka, but they're just getting poked from range. Monet is in trouble. He might have to sunder a friendly target. Now it's Gabby. He finds his man. They've got the vision Blacklist. They take down the carry. Nothing to say is minced meat as well as Natsumi tears him apart. G2IG, they get themselves one fight, and it doesn't look pretty here.
Yeah, just the vision advantage, you know, from the rocket flares, from the Hawks, you know, there's no hiding. They were trying to hide around the jungle, the trees there, but just there's no hiding, you know, against Gabby. He sees you, he senses you. The beast can feel you, can feel your fear, and he's coming for you.
Another big problem here, just comparing the two lineups, is you take a look at the casual poke and harass that Blacklist have, you compare it to what G2IG have. G2IG, besides the Edge, they're very hard commit, aren't they? It's either you use your static link, you use your primal split, or you don't. Right? You use meta or you don't. You can't really poke with these abilities. And the same way that Blacklist can is they're just going to go ahead and pick off another kill. Down goes X-Nova. That's a dieback for him as Tims will steal the gem. A trophy for his kill, but I think this is just the game. I think you were right. This is a one and done kind of a game as Gabby, he's just going to kill Baboka a second time. Baboka has buyback. JT, he's forced to split just to run back into his own fountain. There's the buyback. They do get the last one on Natsumi. The Lincoln Sphere is not in time. The waveform is available as well as the cheese. So Natsumi gets out of the fountain to safety. The man to dodge as well. So they get the buyback out from only one. Baboka Okay, a 4 versus 5 now. They still have Aegis, by the way, on Gabby. He took that one last time. Again.
You see my point? Who's the boss of the
I
team?
do. I'm certainly seeing it now. Level 25, so he's got another Primal Roar ready to go very shortly here with that cooldown talent taken. And G2IG, well, they might get one more fight here, Winter, but all of a sudden they're
one
down
more
31k.
How do they do this? They need to drag Beastmaster or TA with the lasso and force stuff into the tier 4s and hope for the best.
Replay of that last engagement, a nice pick off there onto Xnova.
Yeah, I mean, the team fights are just very, very difficult right now for
Hold
IG.
on, back in live. Natsumi's just up to the high ground. He eats a boulder here, but they just.
I mean, you
they're
see
not
that?
scared
The
of
poke and the prodding, it's too difficult because you, like you said, you know, IG needs to either hard commit or they can't fight.
Right.
And whereas if you compare to Blacklist, they can kind of poke you from range, you know, and you have vision with the rocket flares, the hawk flying around, the TA traps, so they see you know, they can decide whether they want to commit or not, or back off, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. It's like, oh, guys, they use Metamorphosis. Just back off,
and
wait
right now
45 seconds.
You also have to deal with the Aghanim's on TA, which gives her mobility, so she's like pushing waves
Oh, yeah.
left and right. It's just
So
very, very
you don't
difficult.
even have you can't even use this Primal Companion to split push either that JT's been doing so far.
Nope. You have
That
to kill
avenue
him.
is now cut.
You have to lasso the TA into...
Oh, hold on. Gabby,
home.
he's daring anyone to go in a bit deeper. There's going to be the vision from the overclock. As they see nothing to say. Monet behind, though, does have himself a Sunder ready to use. Nothing to say is also with a Lincoln, so he's not a great first target. So Gabby is going to be able to get himself off the high ground safely. So he's going to be looking for a better target now. But this is... oof, it's been a rough game here for G2IG, I have to say. This can't be one that has been too fun.
On Tim's on the clockwork.
Wow, he's found some fun.
Just when
hasn't
you
he?
think the rocket flares are annoying.
Yeah, I mean, it's less of a cooldown, I guess, there. I guess the big one is the overclock cooldown reduction. There's just more uptime on the spam. We're going to probably get to take a look at that here shortly. I'd like to see his post-game stats and how much damage he's done. Here he goes. He's able to really spam out these suckers.
And you just wait for his level 20 talent when he gets the rocket flare damage.
Yeah. I mean, just... Okay, there he goes. He's going to make the jump in. Those fours out the four step. It's not Timmy with the Lotus Orb. He's going to prevent nothing to say from hitting with a Link, although I think he has. He still found a Link. This one onto Gabby. He's going to Wind Waker himself out of trouble. There's a lasso, though. They caught Natsumi. Natsumi, though, he gets off another cheese. He's just full healed. And they just get off the high ground. And now guess what? IG, you've used everything, and you've gotten nothing. You might not even be able to kill Natsumi. There's a Lincolns and a Lotus on top of him. He's safe and sound. Tim's lighting you up with these rocket flares. They're just going to wait you out and end this game.
Yeah, wait out the primal, wait out the metamorph, and that's it. What can you do? Like IG, they have to, I think they have no choice but to initiate. Or if they don't do anything, they are just gonna have to deal with mega creeps and
Megas,
try to defend
yeah.
megas.
Dire's middle tower
This is going to be tough, Winter.
Yeah,
This
it
is going to be tough.
Yeah, it is definitely not tougher compared to trying to get you out to eat dinner, you know.
Why do you keep bringing that? Natsumi,
I miss you, man.
he's pushing high. He's pushing high ground, Winter. Oh goodness.
You're busy all
pushing
the
up
time, you know.
They're pushing high ground. Natsumi takes down the tier 3 tower. They're trying to do their best poking and prodding, but Blacklist, they know that there are hardly any tools in the toolbox right now for IG to reach to. Meta, not available. There's the roar. They've already taken down the TB. He's got buyback. He's going to commit it now, but nothing to say. No BKB for 7 seconds. He's going to drop as well. His buyback's committed. Can they punish anything here? No, they cannot, but they have at least forced Blacklist back. Give them another fight here, Winter.
I mean, they just need to wait for like, what, another 4 seconds, then they have another roar.
Well, that's true, but they are going to have Metamorphosis and Primal Split in just about 10 more seconds.
Yeah, but they
so
can do the same thing, poke
utilities-
and prod, force you to use your spells, and then they back off again.
That's
you know?
true. Okay, in they go. Gabby, he's found the roar again. Monet! Monet is just dead. They have no save, nothing to say. He gets off the BKB, but he's being torn apart by Natsumi GG. GG, this one is over. G2IG go for a greedy lineup. They win the lanes, but Blacklist fight back and take game one.
Radiant
Yeah, it just came down to the team fights, you know. CM and Clockwork